given that x plus y equals 1, x plus 3y equals 5, find the value of s squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared. Now, they gave us a simultaneous equation. Mind you, this question is from West Africa Examination Council WAEC 2025. That's last year. Now, they gave us a simultaneous equation and they said we should find the value of s squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared. Now, in this case, what we are going to do, we are going to use the simultaneous equation given to us to look for the value of x and also to look for the value of y, then substitute what we have as the value of x and also for y into our main equation given to us. So let's go. So we have solution. Now, all we need to do is to bring down the simultaneous equation that is given to us. So we have x plus y equals 1, and we have x plus 3y equals 5. Now we have the simultaneous equation already. So we are going to label, let's call this equation 1 and let's call this equation 2. Remember, we have different methods for solving simultaneous equation, but we are going to be using elimination method. So I'll just put it here. We are using elimination method. Good. We are using elimination method to solve the simultaneous equation. So we have equation 1, equation 2. So you put your line on there. Put your line on there. So we are going to subtract equation 1 from equation 2, or you can subtract equation 2 from 1. So I'll just put my minus sign here. Now in this we have x minus x. First of all, before you use the elimination method, you need to determine which of the alphabet you want to eliminate, meaning which alphabet you want to remove. In other case, elimination means what? To remove. So from where we have here, we can decide to what? To remove s. Please mind you, elimination means to what? To remove. Now, if we are removing x from this equation, that means we are going to be left with what? Y. So that's why we have the subtraction sign. So x minus x is 0. So you can just cancel or you put the 0 there, because we have a coefficient here of 1. Y here, the coefficient is 1. So 1 minus 1 will give you what? 0. Now let's move on to the next one, which is y. We have y minus 3y. Now you can add this as, if you have y minus 3y, it's the same thing as saying the coefficient of y here is 1. Why the coefficient of y here is 3. So that's 1 minus 3. That will give us what? Minus 2. So in this case, we are writing minus 2y, because y minus 3y will give us what? Minus 2y equal to, we are still going to subtract this. So we have 1 minus 5 is minus 4. So we have this equation as minus 2y equals minus 4. But we are looking for y, not minus 2y. So by the side, we have dbs by minus 2. dbs means divide both sides by minus 2. That's divide both sides by minus 2. So here, can come and put over minus 2. Here, over minus 2. Now this will cancel this. Minus will cancel minus. 2 here we have 1. 2 here we have what? 2. So meaning our value for y is equal to what? 2. Now we've gotten value for y. Remember, we are looking for the value of x and also for what? Y. We've gotten the value for y. All we need to do is to substitute what we have as the value of y into any of the equation. Remember, we labeled this is called equation 1, y this is called equation 2. So we can decide to pick equation 1. So using, and write that, using equation 1 So we can say substitute the value of y. So let's bring down equation 1. Equation 1 is written as x plus y equals to 1. So anywhere we see y, we are going to put the value, which is what? 2. So let's go. So we have x plus, instead of writing y here, we are going to write 2 equals to 1. So here we can collect like terms. So meaning we are moving 2 to this other side. Remember, it is plus here, so to change to what? Minus. So we have s equals to 1 minus 2. So the value of s is equals to minus 1. Now we have the value of x and y. Remember, let me just write it by the side. Y is equals to 2. That's the value of y. While x is equals to minus 1. Now we have the value of x and we also have the value of y, meaning we can answer this question because they said we should find the value of x squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared. So let's just bring that expression down. So we have x squared plus 4xy plus 3y squared. So all we need to do is to substitute the value of s and y into our expression that we have. So where we see x, we are going to put minus 1. Where we see y, we are going to put what? 2. So let's substitute that. So the first one is s squared. The value of s is what? Minus 1. So we can put that in bracket because of the square. So in open bracket, minus 1 squared plus the next one is 4sy, which means 4 open bracket, s is what? Minus 1 open bracket, y is what? 2, close the bracket, plus the next one is 3y squared. So we have 3 open bracket 2 or squared. Now we've been able to substitute the value of x and y. So let's just simplify this. Minus 1 square is what? 1 plus, now we have 4 open bracket minus 1 times 2, that will give us minus 2, close the bracket, plus 3 open bracket 2 square means 2 times 2, that's 4, close the bracket. Now we can simplify this. We have 1, now minus 2 times 4, that will give us minus 8, plus 4 times 3 is what? 12. So we can just simplify that out. We have 1 minus 8, that will give us minus 7 plus 12. That's minus 7 plus 12 is equals to what? 5. So meaning our final answer, we need to find the value of this, is equals to what? 5.